Group C, Game 1. Okay. On the bottom here, Szen up against Fleur de Lis. So only the Fox from Szen, so we'll suffer that lottery. The bad lottery, the priest lottery, right? For not using their faction tier 3. And Fleur de Lis, meanwhile, has Badger and Owl. It doesn't necessarily mean that they're part of either of those factions. So this is an interesting map. It's been a while since I've seen it. I think one of the hardest parts about it is this high ground right outside your main, so you really want to aggressively kind of secure this area, at least on your side of the map, or on the flip side, really try to put on pressure and abuse this ledge here. Szen has a pretty cool deck. Glad to see Lizards making an appearance here. Very mobile deck, in my opinion, like with the Falcons and Fox. But I think if Fleur de Lis gets to the late game, they're going to put together a better army composition. If it's just, you know, hey, we're both chilling on 16 farms, building whatever we want, I think that's going to go to Fleur. But if Szen is more like play potential in the early to mid game with the comp here. So Falcons coming out. Going to be good for this ledge abuse. And again, yeah, we might do some fast forwarding. We have a lot of games to cover today as matches are getting built up. So just tier 2 from both sides here. Double tier 2 from Fleur. Here we go. We see the 3 o'clock expansion getting taken by Szen. Fleur going to come in for some scouting. Just saw the Falcons from the tier 2 warrants and knows what that tier 2 unit is. Just a bunch of squirrels for now. Some barbed wire coming up. Szen actually sells this mill. Was going to take it at first. Yeah, not a lot to say just yet. Both players just kind of powering up on one base. Which can make for some really scrappy games, because at the 5-minute mark, you lose half your pigs, and you're going to follow out your whole main base shortly after. So we might see one big engagement, and then from there it's going to get scrappy. Badger Warren goes down for Fleur. Szen hasn't been scouting too much lately. Getting a little bit concerned for him there. Needs to get in there and see what's going on. Gonna go in now. Really needs to see that Badger Warren, and doesn't quite see it. Fleur might end up just winning with this Badger. Let's see. Fleur hasn't scouted the mill from Szen. Honestly, I don't think Szen could even really attack into this if he tried. Oh, Zen's setting up for a base race, it looks like. Look at this. Throws the Falcons over on the right side of the map. Throws the Squirrels over on the left side of the map. Yeah, so the win condition of Tooth and Tail, if there's anybody newer in the chat, is to destroy all the mills and campfires. So what it looks like Szen is trying to do is wait for Fleur to move out and then kind of pincer attack from both angles. Maybe Fleur is starting to figure that out, though, as he does take another mill. Could just be expanding. Yeah, is going to see some units just kind of hanging out up here. And Fleur, okay, Fleur has confirmed the Badger at this point. But I don't think, I'm sorry, Szen confirmed the Badger, but I don't think Zen's army is going to win in a straight-up fight. So Fleur is, okay, Fleur's going to try to do a pincer attack here. It's cool on paper, but I just don't think it's really going to work. The Squirrels come in from the left side as the Lizards and Falcons come in from the right. But Fleur is able to just kind of swing right, take out the Falcons, Lizards, swing left, take out the Squirrels. So cool idea on paper from Szen, but I think he got a little impatient. I think Szen was really hoping that Fleur moved out and Fleur just wasn't. Fleur had no reason to attack and just sat there and kept building up. So Fleur gonna win that game with some patience there. Cool idea from Szen, but didn't quite work out. We're gonna go again onto another ancient map here for game number 2. Ooh, a little wonky too zoomed out here. Oh, what do we got in the bottom? I think I... okay, all right, anyways, let's stop looking at that. Over on the right, we got Szen, and over on the left, Fleur. Is this Gimbu Ravine? Man, I really should know these map names a little bit better. I wonder if they could tell me in the options or something. Probably not. It is Gimbu Ravine. Nice. Okay. I remember Gimbu Ravine. So, Wolf here for Szen this time. Meanwhile, Badger Owl from Fleur. Now, I do know Fleur loves the Badger. That's probably Fleur's, like, favorite units. So, I think Fleur would have the Badger regardless of what faction they're in. And Szen's got some moles somewhere. Where are Szen's moles at? Okay, well, wherever they were, he sold them. Apologies, kind of missed out on that one. Okay. Yeah, Sakio was making a lot of maps back in the day. So was Premium Bow. But Sakio was really into making maps for another video game. So just kind of generally enjoyed doing so. Made some really cool ones that still live on today. Of course, one of the really fun parts about Tooth and Tail is the RNG on the maps, which can really make games very dynamic and makes the game very replayable. But there are some fantastic custom maps as well, a little bit more of a StarCraft style where it's all balanced. As you can see here, it's like you have your natural, main base on the double high, natural on a single high, third on the low ground, and then fourth's a little bit more exposed north and south. So some quick cams coming up from Szen, and I like the double cam opening. 4 cams in the early games, pretty strong. Let's see if Szen will go all the way up to 4 or just stick with 2. Meanwhile, Fleur gonna get into that expansion. Which, yeah, maybe Szen wants to sell off a Warren. No, just gonna keep making more tier 1. Maybe take their own mill here. Gonna come in for a scout. Let's see what they end up seeing. Does see the mill. So now that he's seen the mill, you can kind of decide to get into more tier 2, assuming you probably won't get attacked. Or take his own mill. Gonna take his own mill. Wait for Fleur's scout to get out of there first. And Szen's ready to put on some pressure here. Does have the cams. Getting some moles. This is looking pretty strong for Szen. Wait for maybe 4 moles or so and then push out. Just gonna move right now. And the cams should be doing pretty nicely against the lizards. Knocks out that mill immediately. But however, that mill just ends up tanking a lot of damage since Fleur hadn't really put any farms there just yet. Are the reinforcements going to be enough, though? If these moles can get on top of the Warrens, they do crit structures. But no, Szen is not going to quite have enough here. Those cams went down very fast. So Szen pushes in. Pretty close engagement. Does get the mill. But yeah, losing the mill with no farms isn't a big deal. It's kind of like you're paying $60 for some shields for your units. Oh, was there a building farm on it? Looks like from the chat, maybe I missed that. So, does lose a little bit extra there. So let's see where Fleur wants to go to next. I know Fleur wants a Badger. But will they build one? Yeah, here comes those 4 cams from Szen, which is going to be very, very strong. And yeah, another expansion attempt here from Fleur. Let's see if Fleur gets a good scout. Yeah, pretty good. Sees everything. Five-minute mark and 30 seconds. and neither player was really able to get that second base up and running with a lot of farms, so could be moving into a scrappy game here. Ooh, Fleur rallying his army up a bit. Wants to macro a little and then maybe try to move out. Let's see. No, just brings the army back home. Okay, the 4 cams are on the board for Szen and the Falcons. Is Szen going to try to maybe build some moles and push out here, or just wants to keep macroing up? Here's that 5-minute mark coming up right now. Blah. Dead piggies in the main. Yeah, so both players really just want to get that second base economy up. Nobody's being too aggressive yet, so let's do a little bit of fast forwarding. And wait for that next big decision. Are we going to see a tier 3, maybe a third base, or a move out? Those are really the main options from either side. And here comes Szen. Going to start moving out. Fleur is aware of it. Throwing down a ton of moles. Really should wait for a couple of those moles. No, we're just going to go in first and let the moles kind of trickle in as reinforcements. Those cams tanking on the front line. However, they all get zapped down, but some Falcons still shooting in the back. Will this be enough for Szen? We're going to pull back a little bit. Does have the defender's advantage. Going to get their reinforcements a lot faster. Szen doing a good job making sure the commander doesn't go down. And Fleur's going to hold this. Yeah, I think Szen was a little impatient. Should have waited for a round or two of those moles before pushing in. But does trade, and the kind of the offender's advantage really is the fact that, you know, since the engagement was at Fleur's base, a couple of Fleur's farms go down. I'm gonna have to sell out these forward warrens. So overall, I think that was okay for Szen. I think if he waited on the moles just a little bit longer, might have been able to do more damage. But trades pretty evenly, and gets a couple farms to boot. Good scouting here from Fleur. Third base on the way, or from Szen rather. Third base on the way, Fleur is going to scout it. And here it is. The Badger coming out from Fleur. This is important for Szen to scout, so let's make sure we keep an eye when Szen actually sees this. But gonna go for another attack here. Wait for a couple moles, Szen. No, oh, he's bluffing. Okay. Maybe he wants Fleur to overreact. Yeah, invested the tier 1 warrens. Cool move from Szen. Needs to be careful. I don't think these skunks are gonna get anything done, really. Squirrel's able to make it home, heal back up. Okay, now is Szen gonna attack for real? Building some morals. Wolf on the way for Szen. And this Badger Warren is up. It is paid for. So what is it nowadays? Like 50 seconds for a tier 3? 45, somewhere in that area? Once this Badger gets up for Fleur, I mean, this is actually a strong comp. Szen doesn't really have any AoE to deal with the squirrels, and when you start getting like 21 squirrels, I mean, that's so many. Szen wants to do some Metal Gear Solid stuff here with these cams, but Fleur knows what's up. I'm not going to let that happen. And Szen is aware of the Badger. Fleur has not scouted that wolf. And this is looking strong for Fleur. Might want to wait just a little bit for some pigeons, but this is definitely a strong comp. Ooh, that's nice. 60 food for free, but now Fleur knows that there's some chameleons sneaking around. Szen is, again, trying to base race here. A little bit too much in the face. Oh, look at this, the moles on the bottom. Getting the mills. That's cute. Szen's gonna lose a lot, though. Szen is really trying. Okay, 2 cams get out of there. Loses all the moles, however. That's unfortunate for Szen, because he really wanted to get this mill. He did kill 2 mills during that, but I just don't think he's going to have enough to stop this attack from Fleur, especially after bleeding off some units there. Szen has been doing a really cool job of trying to flank this series, though. You don't see that super often in Tooth and Tail. The wolf is here. Can we get some wolf buffs on those falcons, please? They start getting buffed, but a little too late. Wolf is going to stay alive for now, but this badger is shredding the natural here of Szen. Oh, the badger almost goes down. The badger does go down. However, the second base goes down, which this late in the game, you know, Szen might have won the battle, but Fleur is set up to win the war. Now, luckily for Szen, he does have that third base up and running still. I'm really surprised Szen held that off. The wolf buff here on the squirrel is going to try to counterattack. Szen really wants to return the favor, get some damage done. Even a chameleon here on the front line. And, oh, gotta get that wolf alive. Out of here. Really wanted some pig damage. Doesn't look like he got any. Maybe one. Oh my gosh, this is a cool game. But Fleur did commit to the second badger. Szen needs to kill that warren or just get so much damage done before it comes out. Szen! On the aggression here, gonna target down that mill. Oh, it doesn't quite make it. The wolf goes down. Fleur holds. The mill dies. Fleur is starving. But Fleur comes out on top in that battle. Can easily stop starving here. Just needs to sell something off. Alright, Szen's just got to be thinking pure base race. Yeah, but you can see more and more mills are being taken. But again, if Fleur is patient... Yeah, look at this. Gonna keep some units at home. Only move out with the badger. Very smart from Fleur. Can't get backstabbed this way. And I think Fleur's got it from here. What a close match. Let's see. I don't know. Never count a scrappy player like Szen out, though. Let's see. A couple mills alive. Szen really can't take another direct engagement. Gotta sell something. Probably the falcon. Yeah, gets rid of the falcons. Has some money to rebuild a mill or throw down some farms. Gonna throw down a farm on the 6 o'clock here. Oh, actually elects not to throw anything down just yet. Gonna sneak into the main. Okay, pulling the cams. Cams are coming across. Szen has to build a farm soon. Puts one down. Fleur really just following the commander with this badger. Trying to make sure these cams can't come out of the shadow. And here they do. The badger's a little bit out of position. Okay, that starting mill just has so much HP, though, and some of the cams aren't in the right spot. Szen trying to esports. Oh my god. Fleur trying to reveal these cams. Oh, there, Szen let go of the button for a second. Okay, gets the reveal on the cams. Nice. And Szen really trying here. Sneaking in some more cams again. Oh, got the reveal though. Okay, they get away. Oh no, they come back. Oh my gosh, this is so funny. Ugh. This is why I love these events so much, man. We get such crazy games. Oh, these cams kinda coming in on the badger a little bit. Ooh, nope, just gonna let the base go down. Wants the badger to lose the rev. Gonna try to badger trap. If you can kill this badger, that'd be huge, but that's gotta be it. Szen's gonna tap from here. Really, really well played there from both sides. Szen, never say die. Tries to find something somewhere. Let's hop into game number 3. Okay, on the left-hand side, we got Szen, and over on the right, Fleur de Lis. Fox this time in the deck for Fleur, and Badger in the deck of Szen. Nighttime on this map. Again, another custom map here as we are in the ancient maps. Oh, I'm sorry, Szen did not win. Thanks, Sasha. Szen did not win that game. Made a little mistake on the scoreboard there. There it is. Fixed. I was just talking about Szen and my brain just gave him a point. But this is not a best of 3. It's 3 matches. So it is a big deal if you win 3-0 versus 2-1. Zinch has some mole aggression here. Does crit. It's about 30 food. Loses 20. Thinking about getting some more moling going on, but nope, sells it, goes home. Oh my gosh, Szen had 180 food. I was like, are you gonna 8 farm Badger here? 8 farm Falcon though. Actually, both players really getting into some quick tier 2. We gotta let this one brew for a little while. Thanks everybody for hanging out. It's always fun. After this stream, Tosh will be streaming some additional games as well. So the Tooth and Tail will not end. Lots of Tooth and Tail coverage today. I think the next thing we're going to watch is the free-for-all. I got to think about what I can do for my scoreboard there. It's going to be a little different. Some fast ferrets actually coming out from Szen. Pretty cool insight, especially if you kind of thought about the map and chose those for the map, because these are custom maps here. So the ferret can do some really good cliff abuse here. If Fleur lets him get in that area. But Fleur's got a pretty punchy comp right now. I mean, Squirrel Skunk backed up by a few pigeons. That's great. And the Falcons are nice, but Szen with the double tier 2 really doesn't have that many boots on the ground as far as just squirrels go. Gonna try to compensate with some moles, but I'm worried if, like, Fleur just dunks on this right here. Like, Fleur's comp's looking a lot stronger, but Fleur's commander goes down immediately. Not gonna be able to micro in this fight. That is so huge. Fleur finally respawning, and oh no! Yeah, those Falcons just DPS that commander down so fast. That's exactly what Szen needed. That's one of the worst feelings of Tooth and Tail. It's either that or, like, right when you leave your base and you get attacked by lizards or something, or, like, if you know something like that's happening and you just can't quite get there in time. That and commander deaths. Alright, the ferret harassment gonna start. Fleur gonna pick off some reinforcements here, though. Ooh, or is he? The ferret does join the army. The ferrets actually can be not too bad in direct engagements. It just kind of depends. Good skunk gas coverage. I don't know. Fleur won that first fight so hard, though, since... I'm sorry, Szen won that first fight so hard because Fleur lost his commander. So Zen's really got a lot of tempo right now. These ferrets are getting weak. Picking these off would be huge. One goes down. And Szen gonna continue the aggression. Gonna just focus down this mill. Gonna get it. And the pigeon's really helping to keep these tier 2 alive. And Fleur has suffered a lot of losses this match so far. This might be Zen's chance to put a point on the board for his faction here. Okay, Szen moving forward. And I think Szen has just been slowly getting enough damage done over time. Yeah. More pigs starting to fallow. This is probably Fleur's last hurrah here. Only on pure squirrel. Too many warrens as well. And there it is, Szen. Gonna put a point on the board for his faction. So Fleur ending up going 2-1 there.